Hi, welcome back to the Dance of Evolving. I am super excited to be with you guys today because I am coming to you with an oracle message that I can already tell is going to be super powerful in this eclipse season. And we are going to walk away from this today feeling empowered and knowing that we can move forward with the inner light and love and strength that we already have within us because we are the medicine. So if you are new to my channel, I actually started this channel about a year ago and I just hit my 1 year anniversary. And I started it because the dance of evolving means the evolution of one's soul. It's a constant dance of self-reflection, of observing thoughts, behaviors, actions, of feeling what it really feels like to be a spirit, a whole and complete spirit in this human experience, and knowing how to integrate our ego, our primal part of ourselves, our past versions of ourselves with acceptance and love, and to be able to use the wonderful tools that God's given us, our intellect, our mind. It's so amazing, but to integrate our consciousness and then our intellect in a way that our mind is not our master, but we are managing our mind. Our spirit is managing our mind. And then our bodies, we are aware of the spirit in this body and moving and breathing and having our being in a way that is a moving prayer and a walking purpose. So we're going to move into the oracle message today with a 4-card spread. It is actually going to be from 4 different decks. I just felt called to do this today, and I will display at the end whatever we come up with. But I'm pulling from a life lesson deck. So we're first going to say, what is the life lesson that we are focusing on today? The second card is going to be a chakra focus. Our 7 chakras are so integral in our spirit moving in this human experience. And right now, I mean, moving from the darkest laboratories, from our root and our sacral chakra, and moving into what does it feel like for us to feel safe in our own bodies, and how do we manage our emotion but move through them with purpose and holding space and seeing them as signals and using our triggers as signals for healing and a constant self-reflection. Then moving into the solar plexus and the heart chakra. And right now, that's where I'm at. and feeling, what does unconditional love truly feel like? And how do we live in that state of being? And it changes the way we see everything and everyone. And then, of course, into our throat chakra and third eye and crown chakra with that inner knowing that just helps us move. I have some incense here, and I just set the stage. I like to keep my oracle decks that I use in my grandmother's old jewelry box. I just love that. And then over here, I just have some roses and sage, and I have a green aventurine, just to kind of help me tap in and really set the mood. Let's get started. Okay. So after the chakra focus, we're going to then pull from the Rose Oracle deck. And Rebecca Campbell is an amazing author. And so she's written a few books and oracle decks. And this one then can be, what is our soul's whispering? And then the very last one, yours truly. I've been guided and channeled throughout the last few months to write my own oracle deck. I called it Unleash Your Inner Essence. And I'm going to pull from that one last. And that is going to be, what is just our baby step? Our baby step to move forward now as the spirit in this human experience walking purpose. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to first start with the life lesson card. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle till one pops out. And really, as I'm doing this, we can think even too that we are in the school of life, and every experience, every thought, every emotion, every past experience that we have suppressed that we're working through, we are brought. Oh, there we go. One just fell out. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. And we are on friendship. And this one here, it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And when I'm thinking about this, because I want to think deeper than just what is on the card, what I was just actually saying, every interaction with others can bring about a change within ourselves. We are in the school of life, and the universe and God brings us people and connections and experiences, and even some that are uncomfortable, to constantly evolve. And when we stand in our power, and what I mean by that is in the harmony within ourselves, and with the harmony that we know God's inner knowing has provided with us, with our third eye and our crown chakra, we know then with our third chakra how to speak our truth and how to have that unconditional love from within to walk in harmony in that moment. And because of that, it actually transforms lives, those around us too. Because when we have the harmony of what's going on, life unfolding in front of us, then those friendships can be truly cultivated with unconditional love. So we have the life lesson is friendship. All right, so I understand a friend is in my life for a reason. Now we're going to go ahead and pull, trade out this deck, and we are going to pull a Chakra Focus. And the Chakra Focus cards, they actually have a message on it, so I'll read that message. But then on top of that, we can read in and tap into what the collective needs. And that's too many, so let me shuffle a little bit better. Okay, there we go. One just came out. And as we speak about the heart chakra, we have the fourth chakra, heart chakra, radiate warmth and sincerity. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read the message. I feel like it's going to be very beneficial, and it's quite short. So let's go ahead and see what this has to say. I am open to sharing, accepting, communicating, and connecting with others as I focus on this moment, not the past or the future. A smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way towards uplifting others. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing. Amen to that. That's been my life lesson. I nurture and respect my relationships. I love these two paired. Like, wow. So small synchronicities of life just warm my heart. Like, even the way succulents grow, I was looking today, the patterns on butterflies, so many things remind me that there is a higher power that is so full of love that is orchestrating everything unfolding in front of us. And this is just another small example of it. We had the friendship card as our life lesson. We have the heart chakra, but not just the heart chakra focus, but to radiate warmth and sincerity in a way that is harmonious with yourself, with this, what I was just talking about, to be able to be kind and tenderhearted, and to provide a smile, a hug, and even just authentic interactions with those around us. They're coming from a place that's been cultivated within ourselves, unconditional love, and you have the capacity without rescuing to nurture and respect relationships. Now I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to speak of something that I feel called to talk about. Boundaries is something that actually is necessary for this, and necessary for the heart chakra to be balanced. And these type of boundaries, and I really do feel called to speak of this for the collective. When I say boundaries, I don't mean putting up boundaries and fences around other people. Think about what the message is about this friendship, and then about nurturing, respecting relationships. It starts with you. It starts with your awareness and your connection with yourself. So boundaries has more to do with what healthy and loving boundaries do we have with ourselves, and with the thoughts and the actions and the behaviors that we are actually displaying. And thinking about, and the way to really do that, if you're like, I don't know, I'm not really sure. Well, I've been visualizing each morning, and I encourage you to do so. What does your spirit feel like in your body? And what would it feel like to feel whole and complete? To feel ready to walk in your purpose, the reason why you open your eyes. How would you know what harmony feels like in the moment? And then think, what is keeping you from that? And if It's hard to even imagine. Well, where do you feel uncomfortable? Where do you feel resentment? Where do you feel that you are forced in situations because you're actually not? These are your boundaries for yourself. And so it really all has to do with the root of what is not okay within, because we reach for things to feel better. And even in doing that, we try to rescue people to feel better, to feel worth. The worth of our own soul is completely independent of doing things for people and of being there for people in a way that abandons ourselves. So if that means that you go into an inner season of winter or fall, to actually know what your soul, what your spirit feels like, what you actually need, what life is like without all the chatter that you have brought on yourself in wanting to please others or caring so much about what others think. So in this, it could be you finding time to yourself to know what you are actually like when you're whole and complete. And then going out into the world and being able to have these connections with others that focus on the moment, not the past or the future. And you're not there for an expected outcome from a friendship or a relationship, but you're there for the here and now experience unfolding in front of you. And you'll be able to give a smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, and uplift others in a way that is coming naturally flowing from you. And you'll know when there's not that harmony and when there is that harmony, and when to disconnect and fill your own cup again, because you know yourself. I can speak from experience. I did not always know myself. And just recently, I've been taking the time to know what harmony feels like within myself. When my body is screaming that I'm not okay, when my mind is having thoughts that I'm curious about and that I can look at and tend to and walk through. But I can't do that if I'm constantly trying to please others or do things coming from a place of need within myself and not unconditional love. So hopefully that made sense. And now we're going to move into, so the heart chakra, really being able to know your own spirit, to then be able to cultivate these amazing soul connection friendships, and even knowing what to do with some of the relationships around you that are a different type of connection now, because maybe someone else is on a different frequency than you, and you guys don't have the same connection that you did, but you'll know your harmony in that moment. You'll know when to walk away. You'll know when to reach out. You will know your inner knowing outside of your intellect will know. All right, so friendship, radiate warmth and sincerity from your heart chakra. We have our life lesson. We have our chakra focus. Now let's move into, what is your soul's whispering? What is your soul speaking to you right now? And this is for the collective. So this might speak like super, super strong to an individual, or it might speak to a group, or it might speak to the entire collective. Parts of this message could speak to you and parts could not. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. And hopefully something from this message will really stick with you and help you march into today as your warrior spirit. We are pulling from the Rose Oracle deck. I love, love, love this deck. The art on it is amazing. And then the message, I mean, so many messages have just moved me forward each day. Oh, there we go. Okay. After the rain, if you look at the art here, I always like to, especially with cards like this that have such beautiful art, I like to look at the card, see what speaks to you there. I see the rainbow. I see it's almost like she's walking on water, which Christ consciousness here, it speaks to that, how Jesus walked on the water. I see stormy seas behind, but I kind of see like calmer waters ahead. I love the moon. The eclipse. I see an eclipse. And we are in the eclipse season. Eclipse is like true transformation, shedding, but also integration. Such a beautiful card. Now, what it says underneath this card is silver lining, relief, hope, mercy. It's over, acceptance. When I look at this card, I think about after a good hard rain, how the earth is cleansed, replenished, nourished. And I've read this card before, and I remember part of her message, and it's almost like when we release tears. It's the same, after a good rain here on planet Earth. And just as we release tears, we in like a rose, I always have, like right here, I have a rose, and we have the Rose Oracle deck here. Rose releases petals, a wildflower releases petals to then bloom, to bud and bloom again. And it's this constant evolving evolution of change in our life. And but that brings hope and healing and beginnings and endings. The releasing of attachment to things, the releasing of outcomes to things, and the surrendering to the unknown and to a purpose higher than ourselves, and to the unconditional love that is wanting to blossom within us. We're in that budding phase, and with after the rain, it's over, mercy. We're ready to bloom, guys. What has been learned and integrated, and all of the growth can never be taken from us. This spiritual awakening we've gone through, now we can sorry, my throat chakra here is opening. Now we can enjoy the warmth of the blessing of all of the things that we walked through, that we are no longer suppressing. Oh, and let me tell you, if you've experienced, if you start to really pay attention to your body and your mind and your spirit within this vessel, and you pay attention to your triggers and all the experiences ahead of you, and whatever's not comfortable, you start to think, well, why is that not comfortable? And walk through that, you see everything that you've suppressed. And even while that energy is everywhere, it cannot be created or destroyed, and it moves from your body, you feel it, guys. The hard part is over, and new glorious new beginnings are possible. This eclipse season, this is your moment. This is our moment. Your purpose. You are your purpose now. Your spirit moving and building your higher knowing, and waking up to shed all that you are not, and to shift your focus from what people are doing to you, or what experiences are doing to you, and instead what is happening through you in those experiences, and how you are blossoming and growing and shedding. That is our purpose. And with that, guys, the hard times are over, and the smooth seas are ahead, and in the unknown will unfold in such a beautiful way. Let me see if there's anything quickly from the guidebook that I should share. And I need to I don't want to lose all these cards, so I'm going to put them back here in my grandmother's jewelry box. Oops, sorry. And then I'm going to be reading from my Oracle deck last. Okay, let's see here. It was the very first one. Yeah. There's something very special and sacred about the moment after it stops raining. The atmosphere has released all that it was holding. Oh, so I was saying, like everything we suppressed. And in turn, the earth has been cleansed, replenished, and nourished. It's a similar feeling to the moment after we stop crying. As the salty healing waters fall, they activate oxytocin and endorphins, which create a shift in how we feel. What was once overwhelming now seems possible. And while we may not know it, consciously, noticeable growth will soon follow. That's what I visualized when I saw that card of the budding. Really internally, we are budding right now, and blossoming and blooming within our heart, to now be able to cultivate these friendships and build this community, because we have a community of unconditional love within ourselves integrated, and we can radiate this warmth and security. Ah, what a beautiful card spread we have so far. After the rain is all about hope, healing, beginnings and endings. Emotions are soothed. Broken hearts are on the mend. Times of trial are over. Mercy can be felt. There's a moment of release. A new encouraging silver lining can now be made out in the distance. What's been challenging and difficult has or is about to ease up. Oh, thank goodness. This is so beautiful. And I feel this in the air for all of us. And I almost feel like spirit and you know, divine love coming from behind and just holding us. If you've been going through a challenging time, this card is here to reassure you that things are about to ease. You've been through the worst of it, and now hope is here. These past weeks, months, or even years haven't been straightforward. They've likely asked you to dig deep and endure hardships that have tested you. But now, at long last, there are smooth seas ahead. That's what I visualized. What you've learned and how you've grown can never be taken from you. And now it's time to enjoy the warmth of the blessing that life has in store for you. Glorious new beginnings are now possible. And then yes, what are you ready to release? That is your soul's whispering. That is my soul's whispering. And let's walk into this after the rain. Anytime that I have a song that comes to me, and I know it is not me just coming up with whatever, it's I was just channeled this. There is a song, I swear to you, I think it's from like, I'm going to light some sage here. It's from the 90s, I think. It was, I think Ricky Nelson used to be an actor that my mother loved. And he had twin sons. And they had super long hair, and they were like a metal band in the early 90s. And they called themselves the Nelson Twins. And I don't remember every single word to this song, but that song was about exactly what this oracle card was about. And it was called After the Rain. I'm going to put the YouTube link down below and check out this song because I feel that it goes along with today's message. So if you feel inclined to check that out, the link would be down below. Okay, let's go ahead now and pull from Uncovering My Inner Essence Oracle deck, which is my Oracle deck. If you'd like to purchase one of these or download this deck, I'm actually going to be turning it into an ebook soon, so just stand by. And then my online store, which I've posted down below, you can purchase the deck and I can even mail it to you. All right. The teacher in me came out here with this. I actually just created this myself, printed them. So they're on cardstock at the moment. I will one day, you coming up, Izzy? I will one day get these done in a way that they're like professionally published, but it's a fun way just for me to share my message. Oh, one just fell out. Ha! And we have the heart chakra again. And with the heart chakra, unconditional love, compassion, joy. I mean, guys, how aligned is this? Friendship. That we understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Then we got the heart chakra for the chakra focus. And I only have, out of the 31 card spread, 7 cards that even have to do with the chakra. And then I picked the heart chakra. And with our chakra focus earlier, radiate warmth and security. Sincerity. Then we pulled the Rose Oracle deck. After the rain, that it's time for mercy, glorious times ahead. The hard times are over. Integrate, let that unconditional love flow. And then we have our heart chakra. Now, with this one, let's really think about our heart chakra and what it's like, balanced and open. When and in here, I do remember writing this, and so I'll share, and then feel free. I'll actually post the message up at the end, and I know, actually, hold on. I will put the message to go with this on just a quick Google form down below. So if you want this actual oracle card and this message form, and you can read the message that originally went with it, but I'm going to summarize it for time purposes here. And our heart chakra, it's our 4th chakra, and when it is balanced and open, we have a true connection with ourselves. and others to the world around us, because we start to understand outside of what we've been programmed what unconditional love truly is. This changes all of our relationships. It's a secret ingredient to all of our relationships, because we have harmony and balance with ourselves, and then we can then see the world and others in that same light. So if we cultivate this unconditional love within us, it becomes our state of being. We become a walking prayer, a moving ministry. This changes our physical health as well, because our heart chakra is connected actually to our heart, our lungs, and our circulatory system. So it becomes more harmonious with our body. But then in doing so too, our mind and our central nervous system, it's just also connected. When we start to truly understand what love is, and to integrate this higher unconditional love with our intellect, and then integrating that with our nervous system, our overall health, we're going to live longer. We're going to see light. We're going to see love and life. We're going to see life through a lens of love, I think is what I'm trying to say. Life becomes harmonious, and that is an inner peace that no one can take from us, and nothing external can give us. When our heart chakra is open and it's balanced, it's almost like God lifts us up and we look down and we see how before our life consisted of constantly grabbing and looking for things to feel okay. When within us, when we shed all of the things, identities, beliefs that no longer serve us, and we see who we really are in God's eyes and in a divine power. And when we step into the strength that we already are, the whole universe is with it. We're all one, guys. And when we walk into this harmony, our blueprint's already there. And so life becomes harmonious at all levels, mind, body, and soul. So I am going to read the soul inquiry. And it says, where am I feeling resistance in my life? This is like how I said, our purpose is to wake up, to shed what we are not, to uncover our inner light and love, to resist from looking externally for people and external experiences and things to make us feel okay, and know that we already have within us to feel okay. We can ask ourselves questions like this. Where am I feeling resistance in my life? What emotions, past experiences, or thoughts can I give space to walk through, to clear this chakra and see myself with more love and compassion? And where do I long for more harmony in my life? And in doing so, as we continue to focus on our inner state, our outer state is going to be nothing but peace and love and beauty, because what we have from within, so we have without. And I hope that this message was helpful for you. May the light in you and the light in me continue to shine, and to heal the world as we just move as a walking example of who we were brought into this world to be, as a spirit in this vessel. And hold tight to your values today, to your mission, and know that where you are is exactly perfect. And everything in the past and everywhere you were was also perfect, because it was the best that you could be at the level of consciousness that you were. And so let's radically accept ourselves in this moment and let everything unfold, because it is all so beautiful, even the polarities. I love you all, and if you haven't subscribed yet and you are digging this content, please do so. And if you feel that this would touch the heart and soul of anyone around you, share this with someone else. And I would love, I'm not sure why, but I don't have many comments under my videos, but I am so ready, and I have the space within me, the capacity to interact with you guys. And I would love to chat down below. So if you have any comments, or if this resonated with you, comment below, and I would love to chit chat with you. All right. Peace and love, and I will see you soon. And continue to let your soul dance and evolve into its highest self.